This should be interesting. It's a next air. Fresh air has never been so easy. UVC steriliser for use in mini splits. For those who don't have air conditioning, in air conditioning you've got the external unit and you've got the internal unit, and this is the internal unit that they're talking about here, and they show the strip inside, and it's basically to sterilise the air as it goes through, and also potentially to prevent bacteria build up with the moisture that occurs in these with condensation. Anyway, let's open the lid. I have to say that if you hear noise in the background, it's quite stormy outside because this is an island, it's in the middle of the Irish Sea, and it's always very stormy. Now, as I close this, you can hear the magnetic catch because quite stylish packaging. That designer thing that Ebday has. It comes with a warning label that says caution UV LED light and various bits of instructions, including the optional touch control switch or remote control button, which looks suspiciously like cheap stuff from AliExpress. Anyway, the idea is that you've got, I'll put this stuff out of the way, alcohol wipes and also double-sided tape for extra stickiness. I'll just put that over there. And then a 12-volt power supply, universal voltage, 85 to 265 volt, and then the LED tape. Now, something worth mentioning. On the picture in the front of that box, you may have noticed it looked very purple. And that is possibly reflected by these being deep violet LEDs, but there are the gold-coloured UVC style LEDs dotted along this. So it looks as though it may be UVC. However, I wonder what they've used as the plastic, because it takes a very special plastic to actually pass UVC. However, we can test that because I have a UVC meter here. So we'll start off by testing the UVC meter by getting my test device, which is going to be this quartz fronted UVC LED, and I'll open the cover of this because it's got protection over its little, I think it's a silicon carbide detector. I will turn it on, and after a blip it will stabilise at 0, and when I turn this on, holding it say roughly 50 millimeters away, 60 millimeters, I turn it on and it shows a power of approximately 60 microwatts a centimetre from this LED. Okay, now, so it was definitely reading the LED. Let's put this to the side again. And we shall bring up the tester and we'll plug this in. So where is my power supply down here? I've buried it. There it is. The flickery anti with its dimmer display than the hoppy. But that's fine, I'll tell you what the results are. Or I'll turn the lighting down so you can actually see this, since it's going to be very purpley and also ultraviolety. This is bad news for me because I have to be careful not to expose my eyes to too much UVC here, because that's bad news. So I shall plug this in, and it's lit up. Oh, it does look like there is stuff happening, little dim dots there. And we'll tell you what, I'll change the lighting so you can see this. There we go, it's ultraviolet-tastic. Now, this is a 12-volt supply. The input power here is 12.5 watts, some losses, so let's just say it's roughly an amp, probably in the output. 0.5 power factor, just a typical power supply. And you can see it is mostly here, making the plastic fluoresce. We'll tell you what, let's bring the meter in. Let's bring the meter in and we'll see if we're getting much UVC. So I shall put this down here. And I shall point one of the UVC LEDs at it. I'm not getting anything. I am not getting anything from the UVC or the near UV LED. Could it be this plastic is actually blocking everything? Look at that, there's nothing. Nothing at all. See? I'll just make sure you can, I'll tell you what, let's bring the lighting back and test this again. So here is the meter displaying 0. There is one of the UVC LEDs. I hold it in front of the meter there, as close as I can get it. And it's displaying nothing. Nothing at all. That's not great, is it? Oh dear. Right, tell you what. I'm going to turn this off. And I'm going to leave that on. I'm just going to peel some of the plastic off the front of this if I can. And we'll open it up. Is this completely sealed? Well, that's not great. Tell you what then, you can cut this on these solder joints here. I shall attempt to drag this out from here. If I can't get this stuff off, I think it's moulded on the clear cover. Could they have been putting out an extremely fake product? That's not great. Here is a guillotine. I shall cut, where is the little catch in this? I shall cut it at that point there. And then I'll try and drag this out from here, showing you the whole process. So there is no fakery going on. Well, the fakery going on is apparently the product itself. There's the UVC LED exposed now. Okay. Hopefully isolated. I'll just close my little guillotine thing before I stick my finger on its sharp blade. Right, let's plug this in again. And it's 12 volts, so this will light. And now, take the cover open. Is it a UVC LED? Yeah, it is, but do you know what? Quite good output, I have to say. But do you know what? There wasn't any output through the plastic because the plastic in the front was blocking the UVC. That's terrible. Let's prove that. Let's slide this strip into here and put that LED there, and when I slide the plastic over the front, boom, it's gone. How did they do that? How could they have put a product out that is so inherently, I mean, it's the full cost of these expensive LEDs, and yet it doesn't do anything because the plastic in the front is blocking it. Wow. Pandemic rushed out products and quackery come to mind. I would guess that because if this was a deliberate fake, they wouldn't even have included these. They'd probably have got custom manufactured little gold LEDs and then put a blue chip at very low intensity in it or something like that, or a violet chip. But in this case, they've gone the full hog. They've got these expensive LEDs, particularly if this was around the pandemic era. Okay, right, tell you what then. Right, so let's get that out of the way. That is perplexing. How would someone making this product not know that? That's exasperating. Anyway, let's pop the power supply out and have a wee look. I won't do a full reverse engineering this, but we'll take a wee look at it. Oh, quite chunky, quite chunky. Look at the size of that. It's quite a beefy transformer. A fuse, a bit of filtering, little class Y type capacitor across there. Another class Y capacitor across there. Initial looks at this hint that this may be a fairly decent-ish power supply. Opto coupled with probably a TL431 voltage reference for a stable 12 volts and decent-ish separation across that. Shame about the rest of it. Right, tell you what, I'm going to pause while I just, I'll draw you a wee schematic of the LED strip that has been defeated in such a dramatic manner. So here's what we have. We've got 10 sections, and each of those sections contains 5 LEDs. It's got 3 near ultraviolet, by the look of it, LEDs running at 36 milliamps with a 56 ohm resistor. That is quite hot for those LEDs. And for the other section of the circuit, we've got one UV LED and we've got one UVC LED, both in series with another 56 ohm resistor, because the voltage across this one is much higher. It's typically about 5 volts, and that's giving about 48 milliamps through that circuit, which is grilling these LEDs. You know, it would be nice if they'd run them at lower power. But what can you do if you've bought one of these and you've realised that it's not actually sterilising anything, that's just making a nice purple glow, despite the fact it has the real thing inside? Well, let me just change the lighting here. That's better. So what you could do is that if you have one of these in your system, you could get much better results. It could actually be able to do its job properly if you removed the LED strip from this plastic sleeve and then stuck it in a dry area with the double-sided tape, or fresh double-sided tape. Because other than that, if you leave it in here, it's not going to do anything. It's just basically a purple light. That is perplexing. I'm just trying to think. Is there anything else to say about this? Really, I mean, I would expect the wavelength of that UVC LED to be. Well, of course, it picked it up as soon as I took the cover off. So it's not like some different wavelength our meter doesn't react to. I mean, I was getting a good strong signal off that once it was taken out the plastic. That is bizarre. But there we have it. Interestingly designed product that has clearly been put out without properly testing the results after they design it. That is very, very perplexing.